Hey, this is Leo for Actualized.org, and in this quick self-help segment, in about 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you the benefits of meditation. And really, this should convince you why you should be doing meditation, which I bet right now you're not if you're looking at this video. So, quickly, what are the benefits of meditation? There are many of them, and they're really, really powerful. So let's start with some of the basics. First, meditation is good for reducing stress. So if you're stressed out in your life, if you're having a lot of stray negative thoughts, you've got a lot of monkey chatter up in there, and you can't keep focused, meditation is just the right thing for you. And it's really the right thing for everybody because all of us are always plagued by negative thoughts, distracting thoughts. We're not able to focus, which is preventing us from getting the kind of performance that we want in our life, and also getting the kind of peace and kind of tranquility that we want in our lives, right? Who wants to be stressed? So meditation is great for that. Meditation, of course, going along with this theme of focus, is great for building up your prefrontal cortex. This is scientifically proven. It literally builds up the front part of your brain here, which is responsible for controlling impulses and responsible for the self-discipline, basically. So you can be more creative, you can be more productive, you can be a better thinker, you can be sharper with your mind, and you can be more disciplined and stick to your habits better and get the stuff that you need to get done easier with less pain involved and less waffling and less procrastination if you do meditation. So another awesome benefit. Another benefit of meditation is performance. It improves your performance at work. It will improve your performance in athletic events and sports. It will improve your performance in your relationships. It will just improve performance everywhere. It just kind of spills over into all of your life because what it does is it just kind of calms you down. It makes you grounded. It makes you happy in being right here in the moment right now. And when you're like that and you're relaxed, performing from a relaxed place rather than a tense and stressed place is always good. And making decisions from a relaxed place is also very, very good because when you're stressed and you're overwhelmed and you're overworked and you're fearful and you have these negative thoughts, how are you going to make an effective decision in your business, in your career, in a relationship? You're not going to be able to. You're going to be influenced by those emotions, by those negative emotions. Whereas if you're clear-minded and you're very conscious, then you can make very smart decisions. You can resist impulses like going for that donut when you know you shouldn't, or falling off your gym routine, or not performing well at work. You're just going to be able to stick with those things much easier because you're going to be able to control your impulses. The next benefit of meditation is actual brain health. So we talked about building up the willpower muscle, which is awesome. It gets you a lot of performance. But there's also the brain health benefits. There's been a lot of MRI studies and fMRI studies and other brain scan studies that have been done over the last couple of decades. These are new technologies that are showing the benefits of meditation. And what they do is they take a look at monks that have been meditating for decades. And they take a look at normal people. And they take a look at people who, for example, have degenerative brain disease like Alzheimer's or various brain tumors and cancers and just poor brain shape. Physically, the brain is just is deteriorated. And what they find out is that the health of the brain is improved with how much the brain is being used. It's just like any other muscle in your body. The brain is not a muscle, but it behaves like a muscle. So when you're training it up, you're actually making it healthier. You're making it stronger. You're making it more complex. The structures of it are actually working. And what has been shown is that when you meditate, you reduce the effects of brain degeneration with age. You reduce things like memory loss, which tends to happen with age, because you're still using your brain. You keep your prefrontal cortex working. You keep all other parts of your brain working, and you prevent Alzheimer's disease. So those are some really powerful benefits of meditation. And let's see, what else do we have? Next on the list, I think I will let's cover enlightenment. This is kind of something that I'm a little bit hesitant to cover, especially in a newbie introductory quick segment like this, because enlightenment is a very deep topic. It takes serious commitment to reach to. If you're not willing to spend years and maybe a decade or more in serious contemplation and meditation, then you're never going to reach it. But I think a state of enlightenment is something that you can really shoot for. It can be a long-term vision of yours, and it's really awesome because what happens when you reach a state of enlightenment is literally your ego melts away. The petty distinctions that you make right now, the judgments, the criticisms, all the emotional baggage that you have, all that melts away, and you become one with the source. You become like one with the universe, and you see everything interconnected, and like you feel everything as love. You drop all the fears that you have. You drop all the anger and the pettiness, and life just becomes a joy. Just a joy right now in the moment. That's something that's like amazing to reach that kind of level. I'm nowhere near that kind of level, but I aspire to be at some point, which is why I'm doing a lot of meditation right now, and I'm really committed to it, is because I want to get to that point. That, to me, that's a really amazing peak experience to have in life, is to reach that state of enlightenment. So that is out there for you. Next on the list, I would say, is, of course, I should mention this earlier, but it's just happiness. It makes you happier. Meditation makes you happier because you're just happy without external stimulation. So much of life and so much of culture is getting hooked on external stimulation, whether it's food, drugs, alcohol, television, media, gossip, whatever. But when we can just be happy right here, in the moment, in the present, without worrying about the past or worrying about the future, just being happy. I mean, what more do you want from life? That's ultimately the ultimate aim of life, is to be happy. And if you can get that by basically doing nothing but meditating, and meditation is nothing but just sitting down and clearing your mind of thoughts. It's that simple. With subtle variations in technique, then that's what you want, is you want happiness. Why not give that to yourself right now rather than go chasing money or a trophy wife or a great car or house? You don't need that stuff to be happy. You can get that through meditation a lot cheaper, a lot simpler to do it that way. Time honored, been proven through millennia that it works. And I think the last point that I'll cover as a benefit of meditation is this idea of meditation as therapy. If you do meditation consistently, and you have to do it consistently, and that means on a daily basis, then what will happen is that naturally from your subconscious, things will bubble up. You will start to get quirks that are in your subconscious to bubble up, and because your ego, what's happening is that your ego is resisting the meditation. And as you meditate more and more, your brain has to evolve. It has to evolve to more complex structures to handle the new thoughts that are going through it. And what happens is that to do that, it literally has to give up and shed off the old skin that it had, like a snake shedding its skin. And so what happens is that old preconceived notions that you had about right and wrong, and about how the world works, and about dichotomies in the world, like good and bad, and right and wrong, these start to kind of melt away. And not in a sense that you don't care about right and wrong anymore, but just like you start to see things as like one, more unified. And you start to let go of the baggage from your childhood, baggage from your early adulthood. You start to let go of this, you become free, and you're no longer held back by that stuff. Limiting beliefs are shed. It's basically like doing therapy, but it's a little bit more subtle. And it just happens spontaneously as you're meditating over a long period of time. So as you do meditation for months and years, stuff will bubble up from your subconscious, and then you'll have to deal with it consciously. You'll resolve those conflicts, and then you'll get tranquility from that, and you'll no longer be triggered by those. And then new things will bubble up, and deeper things will bubble up, and you'll resolve those. And eventually through that process, you're going to resolve a lot of the stuff that is bothering you, a lot of the stuff that's triggering you, a lot of the stuff that's holding you back. So if you really want amazing performance in the future, if you really want to live up to your full potential, then meditation is the right way to go, because you need to shed some of that old junk that you're still carrying around in your subconscious mind that maybe you don't even realize right now. It's going to come up for you as you're doing meditation. So those are the benefits of meditation. I hope that has built a pretty strong case. I don't know how much stronger of a case you would need to actually get involved with meditation. These benefits are pretty amazing, pretty massive, especially given what meditation is. It's so simple. I actually have more videos about how to do meditation, tips and tricks about meditation, common pitfalls, and how to make meditation a habit and actually get the results from it that you want. All these benefits that I'm describing, there's actually techniques for getting them. Most people, when they start meditation, they fail. And I want to help you get around that. So check out some of my other videos on meditation, especially I have the meditation concept covered in my personal development blueprint. So go ahead and check that out. I'm going to sign off now. Please go ahead and leave me your comments. I'd love to hear from you. Tell me about meditation's working for you and maybe what other benefits I've missed here. And of course, please like this and share it. And go to Actualized.org, sign up to my newsletter where you can get more advanced personal development videos. And I'll have more content on there about meditation.